And welcome everybody to VRML 1. I left my hat on, but that's okay. I will be taking it off here in a moment once we're off screen. But I am at SirDimwi, looking a little red in the face today. I got my colors all messed up. Still haven't gotten that right. Too much going on before this game starts. Send out that ping. What's up, everybody? Yeah, I did just say I'm at SirDimwi. I'm joined by Offbeat, making his Channel 1 debut. Everyone, scream for Offbeat. Also, if there's a mod in the chat, if you want to work, hey Retap, you want to work some of those prediction polls for us, that'd be fantastic. We got Average Joe's versus Underground Nation here. Offbeat, I know you've done your research on this game. Tell us all the things you've learned about these teams.
Well, we've got two plat teams coming into it. Average Joe's is a team that has been in the league for a while, going all the way back to Season 2. So they've definitely got a lot of experience coming to this one. Gonna be excited to see what they have to bring with that experience versus Underground Nation, who's coming in. Season 4 last season was their first season. Had a pretty good year, and I'm sure they're looking to kind of take it further forward this year. So both teams coming in with a lot to prove early on this season, and should be a good, exciting one.
Yeah, and it looks like we've got everybody in the game here. So on the left in orange will be Average Joe's. They'll be playing with the Dirty Mustard. It's Hostile, and Max in the cut. And that is Hostile and It's Hostile. Those are two distinct players. And then on the right in blue, Underground Nation, we False, VR, Lavish, Spooky, and Fats Dude Eric. As I do hear the ready's up, we should be started here any second. And yeah, did I mention Wonder T-Man is on the cameras?
I don't think we did.
Wonder T-Man says, no, I did not. And Offbeat is verifying that, and Wonder T-Man is notably offended as teams are now discussing. There we go. But yeah, ready to go here. We have a packed night, 3 games in a row. Also, I have not even acknowledged chat. I will in a minute, because I was myself not all up and ready. But yeah. Offbeat, what so I believe Retap said you would cast with him the other day. What game did you? Was that your first time casting?
Yeah, yeah. The other day was my first official cast. I'd done a few kind of practice ones on my own channel for my own team, but yeah, first real cast with Retap yesterday. It was a lot of fun. We did an EU game. It was Frenchie and some other UK team, and we had a nice French versus English event, and that one was a lot of fun. So excited to be making the jump up to Channel 1 today. Green Catchers, thank you, Retap. Yeah, it was a fun one, but definitely think we'll get something different out of this plat one, as we're ready to kick things off with the opening joust. And right away, it is going to be Underground Nation getting to it first, but not quite able to hold on to it, as it's going to be Joe's sending it back down into the zone and collecting it up. Moving quick, got a good pass underneath, and Hostile is going to open up the scoring, not even 20 seconds in. Good, quick start for Average Joe, showing their experience there with a great bounce back off the opening joust.
Yeah, solid first goal there for Average Joe's. Hostile in that 2-win. So it will be Underground Nation on the South's advantage, running, let's see, a standard split through mid. They're just going to walk it up as nobody being too aggressive. With the pass, a little bit off the mark. Spooky with a good recovery there in the first side, too. Sending one up. Nice little tap pass. Sending it back, but a little off the mark as well. And we'll turn over. It's Hostile. Can I get that out, actually? Fast dude Eric will get there. So what a stop. Lavish coming up. Are they going to take out the goalie? They do. The shot, the goal. They've got 3 on the board. They're up by 1.
Yeah, great little play there. Going for the stun was his teammate there. Goalie looked like he was able to get the block, but after getting the block, wasn't really able to get a grip on anything to position himself back into the goal. So even though he didn't get the stun on the goalie, still really impactful, because it took him out of position and opened up that goal. As Average Joe's now looking to retaliate, as it's Hostile, taking the disc with some time, making his way up the middle, not gonna rush it, looking for an option, and has one. Pass not quite on target though, and it will be Underground Nation getting back to it as False with the disc, taking his time and looking for that clear.
And send out to mid is Hostile though on the back line, sending it right back in, but another turnover. They're gonna have to control these clears, both teams, if they want to control the game, as that back stack is gonna pick that one up. You know, this is one of those times where maybe, you know, you don't want to send those until your team is ready with a stack, as they did have a stack behind there. Now send up again, another clear that will turn over again, as that stack was not quite prepared. They give it over to Fultz. Fultz is sitting it through. That was a pass attempt off the mark. Dirty Mustard, a solid turnover to send this one right back in. They have a chain there to pick this one up. That's how you have to do those. The send in. Nice jukes there from Hostile. Although the reset is going to be a self-clear. That one's all the way down. Blue in the area. Blue picks it up. They've got a 2v2 that's Lavish on the far side. 2v4. Look for, actually, Lavish was looking for that reset, but he does get broken up. Let's pick it up by Fultz there on the far side. Oh, setting it up. Are they going to be able to make something of this anyways? I'm not sure. Pass is a little off the mark, loose in the bubble. We'll turn over down to the floor. Good scoop. Lavish again. Somehow Blue keeps coming up with this disc. But there it is. They're Dirty Mustard ultimately getting that one sent away.
Yeah, both, right now, some good pressure by Underground Nation, holding it at least. Both teams have been a little off early on some of their passes. Like, the ideas have been there and the plays have been there. The passes have been just enough off the mark that's causing some problems, though. As Average Joe's, though, with the disc, taking their time, looking for a reset. Not quite going to find it, though. As a clear down as Underground Nation going to try and set up their offense. They're going to be first to the disc, will have some time, and it's going to be Fultz VR with it, taking his time, looking for a teammate. Again, pass just quite missing his teammate, as it is going to be cleared all the way out by Average Joe's all the way down. Who's going to be the first to it? It's going to be Average Joe's with a nice little slap. It's Hostile. Good stack getting in there from Average Joe's to retake the lead. Going up now 4-3 with a great stack. Way to be first to the disc there. Great play by their team.
Yeah, I didn't see what caused the disruption. Blue team had really did not respond at all, so presumably they were getting shut down in the backfield, but I didn't catch what was going on. Blue now running with that split again, though they go all the way through mid, as they're basically allowed to walk up there. No quick pass needed. The send in there on the far side off of the mark will end up in the far side trap, as it's Hostile playing very aggressive out of the bubble here. A dangerous situation, as if you get stunned out that far out, you're kind of setting up 4v3 for the other team. Although send in there is off the post. Another one, we've seen a lot of this in this game, a lot of good setups, good formations, but the passes are a little bit off the mark, bouncing off of Geo and whatnot. Now a good defensive chain to pick that one up.
Yeah, you got to wonder how much of that is nerves, how much of that is rust. Like, it's early on in the game, still lots of time to pull that stuff together. But still lots of time for them to pull that together, because you can see the mechanics, the ideas, they've practiced this, they're all well. It's just a matter of execution at this point, most likely. As Average Joe's looking to make a push, haven't been able to get set up for a while. It's good defensive play by Underground Nation. Is going to let them clear it, but still, Average Joe's getting back to the disc first, clearing it back. Both teams looking to get strength. Oh, long shot! The bounce, nearly getting it in. Ring it and off the post. Underground Nation there feeling a little bit lucky that one didn't go all the way in. That was a very intentional cleared shot.
Yeah, it was really close, but now a lot of juggling here in the Underground Nation zone, although that one is going to get sent through. They do have a player there to pick it up. That's Spooky with the shot. Look at that. 21 meters out. He nails that one.
Man, this has been a great game. It's been back and forth the entire round. A good long shot, taking advantage, spotting that open net, and picking it up before the defense could get back and cover it. And just like that, the lead is this time back to Underground Nation. Now it's back to Average Joe's to see if they can counter, as it's Hostile. Taking some time, finds a teammate who's being given a lot of space, lots of time, and looks like they'll try and build up a stack as they try and read the Underground Nation defense. Now taking it up, finding a teammate on Satelliter. The pass, again, just a little off, not quite able to find it, but they will cover. Hostile picking it up, seeing the open three, and taking the lead again. Average Joe's now back in front by 1.
Yeah, as if to say anything you can do, I can do better. Hostile, although I think Spooky's shot was a little bit further away, so maybe a little bit more impressive, so maybe not better. But they did respond in kind with a 3 of their own. 3.5 to go, just a 1-point game. This is going to be close this first round. Fats dude Eric walking this one up on the near side, has a cut, goes for the cut. Actually, had 2 cut options, and what a play there off the rebound. Fultz VR gets it in for the 2. They retake the lead. It will be Underground Nation up by 1.
Yeah, Average Joe's just not getting back on time to cover all of the different pass options that Underground Nation had there on that play. There were a couple different options, even if the initial pass missed. There was a lot of wiggle room for them to get the disc, corral it, and still get a good shot on goal. As, yeah, as you said, they take the lead by 1. Pass here, not quite going to be on target, as Faults VR is going to pick it up, looking for that bounce. Oh, almost got a fun bounce to the front, but they will still have it, control it. Facing a 2v4, he's going to wait for his teammates to come in. Pass across to Lavish up top. No, good defensive play as it's hostile. Going to pick it up. Doesn't see Spooky coming in from the other side as moving in. Oh, ringing off the post. They've got all the pressure in the offensive zone. Can they finish now? Oh, the save! The save by Max in the cut. Looking to spin away, but puts it into his own goal. Oh, that one can't feel good.
It is unfortunate, and that was after Underground Nation. This is one thing they're gonna. I will make a note for them if they're watching this VOD afterwards. Watch that one back, you guys. There was a lot of clumping on that far side, and that should have been an easily defended play there for Average Joe's, if not for that unfortunate self goal. So Underground Nation, watch that one back and talk about your communication in the bubble. There's a shot there. Fats dude Eric is able to make a stop on it. I'm not sure if it was off the head or if he got a touch. With the hand, maybe a slap to the side, but it's also on the back line. Well, he just let Faults walk in on him there. Gets a stunned out. Faults with the send out. They're going to chain after, though. They weren't able to get the accuracy to it. Hostile gets there instead, flinging it now, scooping it to the near side. Will be a blue chain getting in the area, though. There's an orange right behind. That was It's Hostile. Doing some damage there, and it will be, who's that? Max in the cut on the back line, sending it back in, but once again, faster there. So we're getting some ping pong now. So this is one of those moments you want to remind the teams. You know, you got to control your clears. You can't just be clearing it because you lack options. In fact, that's the worst time to clear it is when you lack options. The only time you want to be clearing it is when you have a chain ready like that. That's a dribble, but still, nonetheless, it was a clear and boost. You have the chain ready, and even though it did turn over, that was a much better executed clear and boost than some of the others we've been seeing. As Lavish, what a setup there to Fats, dude. They're going to go up by 5.
Oh, up by 5, less than a minute left. Well, yeah, like you were saying, that was quite the bit of ping pong, and both these teams kind of looking to get a foothold. No one was able to really get set up, and with only 45 seconds left now, a 5-point difference, not out of the question, but is going to be pretty tough to do, and they will have to make something happen quick, as it's hostile. Taking it, again, not a lot of pressure from Underground Nation. That's kind of been the pattern so far from both these teams. Given it time, oh, looking for the pass, not quite able to get there. Good interception by the Underground Nation stack, and you got to think, even if they manage to recover this one now, time is running out for Average Joe's as they push it into the bubble. It's going to be Fat Dudes Eric with the disc, not quite able to finish. Good defensive play by Max in the cut, who's looking for that clear and is going to get it all the way out. With 10 seconds left, anything at this point is really just consolation points. The long slap in isn't quite going to do it, and Underground Nation will run out the remainder of the time and take round 1 by a score of 12-7.
So well done there by Underground Nation. Particularly, they had a kind of well, it was not a rough start. What am I saying? It was actually, looking over the scoring, looks to be almost back and forth for most of the game. And what I really want to point out, I think the big difference maker when we pull this up, although Max in the cut got 3 saves in that first round. It's notable. What I really want to point out is every single player on Underground Nation putting points on the board in that first round, whereas Average Joe's, you see it kind of coalesces around just those 2 players there. And although with that is a small sample size, to be fair, it is still notable that you can see Underground Nation able to activate every single player on offense. Everyone's rotating, everyone's slotting in, and it looks like maybe Average Joe's leaning a little bit on that. Of the spearhead formation, so to speak.
Oh yeah, 100%. You can see when Underground Nation has the disc, they're getting in, they're taking their time, they're getting set up, and they're getting every one of their members in play. I'm pretty sure most of Average Joe's goals this game so far have been on those fast breaks, on those clears, and getting it in either before there's a goalie there or before the goalie has really settled into the goal. And so because of that, it's only their offensive stacks getting the points, and they really haven't been able to maintain any offensive zone time. And you can see that impact. I'm sure if we can see the possession time here, the possession time is heavily in favor of Underground Nation now. As round 2 kicking off with Underground Nation getting to it first with the headbutt. Bounces all the way off the other end and back down to their end. And Max in the cut, gonna get it. Oh, not quite able to get it in. Fat Dude's Eric able to recover and make the save. And force, maybe, Average Joe's to kind of settle up and take some time in the offensive zone. And looks like they will. Pass attempt bouncing off the head of Underground Nation. And Underground Nation will try to clear. Clear is not happening. Picked up by Dirty Mustard, who's got some time. Has a man on the ceiling. Dropping down to Ghost. Got a man behind the net. Moving in. And Hostile getting a nice quick 2 points. That is the response you want coming in after having lost a round, as Average Joe's is going to take a quick 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that was well executed there by Average Joe's to get that those first points on the board. As we will get Underground Nation on the Joust advantage first here. Lavish quick send down there to the ground. Is Gil around? Call that what do we call that? Orbital drop, just to trigger Gil again, but I don't think he's here, so it has no effect. Somebody in chat might know what I'm talking about, though. It's a Hostile on the far side. They do get a turnover here. Average Joe's back in possession. As mentioned, they got that first goal. And now pick up a turnover off the Underground Nation. Joust, nice dismovement. They got one player at fault. It's out of... Oh, they could have really taken advantage there. Instead, they give it away. That is harsh. Average Joe's, take note of that one. You could have had a 4v3 advantage on the bubble, and instead you gave it away due to a lack of communication. That is unfortunate. I'm not trying to go too hard. I'm just pointing out, just point of fact, what it was that broke down there as a shot's got to go wide.
Yeah, just right away. Fat Dude Eric coming in. He's going to get the quick 2 points and tie up this game. But yeah, missed opportunity there for Average Joe's to really take the 2-point lead there. It's as if they were listening to us over the break and have decided, you know what, we're going to slow it down in the offensive zone. We're going to move it around, give everyone the chance. And so far, it looks to be working. As long as they can get their communication down and hold the disc, they should be good if they keep running that for the remainder of this round. As the disc getting cleared in, Spooky, though, gonna grab it and bounce it right back out. Bouncing over to the left side, and it's Underground Nation getting to it first. Open net, and False VR makes no mistake as he just taps that in for a nice, easy 2 points to regain the lead.
Yeah, how long was that? 16 seconds. Able to get that one in off the backboard. That was 3 minutes off the clock here on the second round. Underground Nation has not retaken, but taken the lead, 4-2. As a delayed launch there from that stack out of the bottom tube. Although for what purpose, I'm curious. Although maybe that's a setup for an aggressive defense, and we haven't seen much aggressive defense from Underground Nation in this one. So almost like Average Joe's running plays that that are designed for different kind of defensive scheme. Maybe that's what's causing the points differential to go in favor of Underground Nation. Is a good defensive stop there from Average Joe's to get it turned around, sent out. But you see the defensive chain there from Underground Nation getting there first. Will be in the hands of False VR.
Yeah, Underground Nation doing a great job of getting back on defense there. As False VR, like, they getting back, they're dribbling it down, and they're having the chances to kind of get those quick turnarounds where they get to the disc and get it back in. As Max in the cut, though, going to make a good stun, get the steal. Net's open as Hostile takes it, passes it off to It's Hostile, Hostile to It's Hostile, and the game is tied up again at 4. A good quick turnaround reaction, noting that Underground Nation hadn't quite gotten back on defense, and takes advantage to tie it up at 4. As it's going to be Underground Nation now. Let's see if they can match their 16-second mark from the last time for getting it turned back around and retaking the lead. As it's going to be passed back and forth. Good work by Underground Nation, moving the disc. Low shot attempt at the 3. It was a good rollout to get in that position, but the shot not quite on target, though. As False, though, going to get the disc. Lots of time set up. Open man on shoulder. And Spooky not quite going to top that 16-second goal time that we had on the last one, but still, very quick answer, 19-second. As Underground Nation moving the disc very well, finding their teammates. They've got a plan, and they're executing on it.
Indeed they are. Halfway through this second round. The 2-point lead again to Underground Nation. They retake it this time, properly retake it. As Hostile sending that one out will be in the hands of the Dirty Mustard. Gets the juke away, has the teammate 2v1. They've tied it up again. Halfway through, we have a tie game. That is a reset. We're basically starting over with Underground Nation with the Joust advantage.
Who doesn't love a good restart on the game every minute or so? Right,
Indeed.
why not just play 10 1-minute games? Seems like the ideal. As Underground Nation now coming out, let's see if they can answer again. Taking their time, moving, looking to send it down the left tunnel. Doesn't quite get the bounce they were looking for, I think. As it's hostile. Gonna grab it, look for the clear. Not quite gonna get it through though, as Underground Nation is gonna get the stun, get the steal, send it in, but again, not quite able to get set up. As defense on Average Joe's is moving to it, getting to that disc first, and bouncing it back and forth. Neither team really able to get control, but now Spooky's got it. He's going for that bounce. Oh, good reaction, and great save there by Average Joe's to keep the score tied. Another one dinging off the post. Average Joe's finally able to slap it out, and wow, what a good chunk of pressure there by Underground Nation. As it's not quite over. They got again, slapped away, but not quite out.
Yeah, Max with a big save there. Hostile now getting a grab, sending this one into the Underground Nation zone. I see nothing but orange bodies. Defense does return. 2v4, but oh, shot goes off the post. That may have been a saving grace there for Underground Nation. This false VR comes out, slaps it away, 3.5 to go, slaps it into the near side tube and through. They get the chain down. Spooky, he does it again. No, the double ding. That's a heartbreaker, but his buddy does get there. Lavish hits it for the 2. They're back in the lead.
Oh, you would have felt so bad for him if that had ding and all the way out, but no. Good positioning by his teammate not to just crash the goal, but to actually set up and be in a position where he could do something if something went wrong. And it paid off as he was right there to grab the rebound and put it away for 2 as Underground Nation re-grabs the lead. As it's hostile now. Sorry, not re-grabs the lead. I believe that's their first lead of the round, actually. As they fall back on D, look to clear. Not quite can get out there. As Average Joe's taking their time, getting set up, looking for the passes. Couldn't quite land the cut there. And they're not going to get that bounce either, as the disc is going to bounce back to Underground Nation, who will take their time, make a pass, clear it out.
Caught. Max on the back line will stop it again. Seen a lot of those in this game where Underground Nation clearing it in the hands of that back line, although Underground Nation has been able to maintain or be right near the lead, either in the lead or tied up. They haven't been. This turns into almost a full clear for blue here for Underground Nation. They get it picked off. Lavish tries to send it in, was under pressure, hits the double diamond there. As the Dirty Mustard forces a turnover, sends it back in, far side trap. Hostile, no. Fat Dude Eric with a big grab, sends it through. Oh, gives it away, but gets it right back. You guys have got to watch these clears. You just keep sending it to each other. Stop it. You got to pay attention as that one gets cleared through properly. No, just give it away again.
There we go. Going for the unpredictable clear, sending it across this time. And this time, because there was no one there, it works. Gets through. And, looking for that angle 3. Not quite able to get it, but has a teammate pick it up. That's Lavish. Looks to send it back, but no. Good intercept by Max in the cut. We'll try for the clear, not quite get it out, as it's bumped back to the bubble. 3 Underground Nation players there, and it's going to go it nearly with the save. It's hostile. Not quite able to get there in time. As it's a 10-6, and yes, great time to take the timeout. Average Joe's losing the first round down by 4 here. You still got time to make it up, but now is absolutely the time to take a breath, figure out what your plan of attack is, so that you give yourself the best possible chance to make the comeback here.
And we do have a timeout here. Looks like it might be for ping. As looking over the pings here, there's a couple players popping up into the hundreds. Although, notably, I'm not seeing anyone over the ping cap, though they may be opting for a different server. Or something. I'm not sure what's going on explicitly, though we only have a minute left. I can see why the pause. Not too surprised by that pause, though. Unless you're, like I said, unless you're changing servers, unless you're going to be popping a player out. I'm not sure what the timeout otherwise
each team also does get a 5-minute timeout right now. So like you've got momentum going against you. Assuming this timeout is called by Average Joe's, you've got the pressure coming against you. You know you've only got a minute 20 left.
Actually, it was called by Underground Nation according to Spark.
Oh,
you can see on the other stream there, timeout blue.
That's wild.
I thought it was Average Joe's too. Actually, I really did.
Well.
So we did have a dropout.
And we do have a player disconnect now, so it does look like it is player related. works out pretty fortuitously then for Average Joe's, because I think it was a great time for them to kind of get this figured out.
Yeah, it's that was quite the technical goal we saw right at the end there that gave the only multi. So in round one, the only multi-goal lead came at the very end after Faults and Fats put 2 in a row in to end it. Here in the second round, this is also the only time we've seen a multi-goal lead. Otherwise, it's just been 1 goal, 2 points at most in this one. So notable there. Yeah. Also, saves. We've got Max in the cut has 6 saves in this game, which
That
is
is
absolutely
wild.
Yeah, that is substantial. And also, shout out to the chat. What's going on, everybody? Although I see the same name over and over again, are we getting spammy? Spammy.
Are we spammy or are we excited? There's a nice little balance right there in the middle, and that's what you want to hit.
Not even who is not Yogflea? I don't know who that is.
Well,
who
I
are
don't
you,
think it's
Yogflea?
Flea. Other than that, on that we don't really know.
Or is it Naughty Ogflea?
Maybe it's no Tiogflea.
Retap says, "Well, I can tell you who it isn't." Do you think you're funny?
I think he does. I think he does actually.
As Lavish has returned here, so hopefully we'll get
I'm
back into this one.
Well,
in fact, I will take a moment to inform the other teams. Actually, we just got a cool. Just got a link for the next game, so we'll be able to get that one rather quickly.
All right, we do have 4th. Underground Nation has Lavish back now after possibly an internet reset, something like that. Maybe a headset reset to deal with some issues he was having. Yeah, we've got 4 in each team, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get going. And we are unpausing right away. So it looks like we're about to get ready to go. So just a quick recap where we are. Big defensive effort by Max in the cut with a ton of saves, keeping this game close as Average Joe's now. Minute 10 left. Got to get 4 points. How are they going to do it? They've had time to put together a plan. Let's see what they've got, as it is going to be. Hostile with the disc now, clearing it out. They've got a stack down there. They're quick. Bounce shot. Not quite there, though, as it's going to be picked up. And it's going to be likely Underground Nation first the disc. They are going to get it. Can't get the clear, though. That clear might have put this game away, but now they're able to hold on to it, and coming in is the Dirty Mustard. Getting the goal. 2-point lead is back. 40 seconds left. It'll be probably about like what, 25 seconds when they get out of the tunnel. This is anyone's game still.
Yeah. Well, it is anyone's game. We have basically time for 1 more goal as we come out of the tubes here. 24 seconds as the 2-goal difference put a 20-second point of no return, and then they get the score. So we are now at a 0-0. Second point of no return. It's sent in there. It will be turned over there. 15 seconds. They have to respond. They need to get a goal here. Otherwise, the game is over. It's Hostile walking it up. 10 seconds. Continues to walk. Sends it up. Gives it away to Faults VR. And that send out will likely do it there. 4 seconds. It will do it. Underground Nation is going to take this game into over Average Joe's. And with that, we'll pull up the scoreboard. But as we mentioned, we have another game to get into very, very quickly. We have links ready to go. So we're not going to hang out for long. Just, 1 or 2 minutes. Let them see the stats there. We're going to move on very, very quickly. So hold tight. We'll be back in just a moment to bring you the next game.
We'll see you soon.
And welcome back, everybody. Told you it was not going to be too long. We now have Pegasus versus Built for War. Once again, I'm on SirDimwi. Once again, joined by Offbeat. And this time I will not forget Wonder T-Man on the cameras. Indeed. Yeah, Offbeat, this is a this is a solid matchup. I recognize one name in particular, Cyanide VR. Actually old teammate of Princess, the Princess of VRML, the ex-governor of VRML, as well as also got to meet Cyanide at the first Redshift LAN a few months ago. He was exceptionally friendly to meet in person, but that out of the way. Very excited for this matchup here, Offbeat.
Yeah, Pegasus is a new team coming into the season, so Cyanide, as you mentioned, definitely has been around the league for a while. But this combination of players is a new one. It's should be pretty exciting to see. They've got a 2-1 record coming in here, so off to a decent start. But I'm sure they've got high aspirations above the current Bronze 3 rank. On the other side, we have Built for War coming in. This is their second season in the league. They're coming into this one with a 1-1 record. So right now is the time for them to decide which way is their season gonna go. Are they gonna take it up a little higher? Or are they gonna struggle? Are they gonna stumble down to a sub 500 record? Now is the time where they get to define their fate.
And Sputnik in chat confirming not only was Cyanide at that first Redshift LAN, but in fact was the first person to show up at the first Redshift LAN. So awesome indeed, and Grumpy, keep your pedantry to yourself. we all knew what he meant. He knew what he meant. And it's the first LAN that matters anymore. Deal with it. Yeah, I said it. Somebody's going to be angry about that. I don't care. Clip it, share it. It's the first LAN that matters anymore. As we're going to get started. Don't tell Palador I said that. We're going to get started here in round one. Yikes. Between Pegasus and Built for War.
I mean, we're just here to drum up as much controversy as possible, right?
We are indeed. As you know me, I like to get people talking. As headbutt there, first touch to Built for War. Although it will be J Fighter sending that one through. And Flobo getting there first. That's just fun to say. Off the bat. Nice shot off the backboard. Is that a name change? Because that was some competence.
Flobo's on the roster. Yeah, that was a nice little play there. Pegasus they didn't send two out on the joust, but picked up on the headbutt it very quickly. Got a good counterattack and a nice, really quick goal. As Built for War is now going to come in. They're going to take their time. I mean, they're being given it, so they're going to take it. They're going to look for their pass options, and they're going to try and work their way down, but they didn't see the stack hiding behind Bowtie, and they didn't see the stack hiding behind Double Diamond. So it's right back in the hands of Built for War. Taking their time, moving up the right side. Got a good reset back to their man in the middle. And he'll send it across to an open man on left pack. Looking for that crossing pass to Gods. Not quite going to find it. And good defensive play by Pegasus as they'll grab it and clear it back down.
Now Cyanide looking to track it down on the near side. And yes, retap, I am hella hydrated. Yeah, I said hella. I'm bringing it back. It's hip now. J Fighter. What does hip mean? Come on. This one, careening around. That's what someone asked me the other day. What's hip mean? I was like, oh. Means I broke my hip. J Fighter sending that one in, gonna go wide. Cyanide's, ooh, Gods. Instead, picking the pocket, turning it back around. J Fighter sends it back in, but instead gives it away to Gods. Everybody say a prayer. Sends that through. Maybe I shouldn't make that joke. This one all the way through. And Blue is the only one there. They're going to get that one. No, they're not. Uh-oh.
They've got four in the bubble, but not quite able to land a pass or a shot or grab the rebound, as the opportunity is missed as Pegasus now looks to clear and maybe set up a chance of their own. Don't quite get the bounce they're looking for, or any stacks for that matter, as Built for War has lots of time to take it, reset it, and find a pass and dump it all the way down. Those long shots, though, just as I say that, weren't going to work that well. The steal with the stack coming in is Rod of Discord. Gets in there nice and quick, makes the steal, gets the goal before anyone can realize what happened. And just like that, we've got ourselves a tie game.
And Cinemia proving why it will not catch on, because I'm not making hella hydrated catch on. I'm just bringing hella back. Right? You know what I mean? Like no one says hella, it's like hella good or hella awesome. No one says that anymore. So I'm bringing it back, right? Not hella hydrated. Stop it, retep. That's mean. Just kidding. Picked up Chrono Eagle. That's a cool name. As Mac 524, the Mac attack. Oh, I just ruined his name for him. I'm sorry, Mac. Rod of Discord. Sending it near side, although it's going to bounce loose. The one suggestion I will make to these teams, utilize your stacks a little bit more, even in the short range. Because maybe it's a blue team in the offensive zone here. There's been a lot of slow boating, chasing the disc down, and I would suggest, hop onto those stacks, even if, obviously not right there, but there have been some times where chases have been really slow to pick that up. Although some nice movement here. Are they gonna capitalize? No, flow boat with some great coverage.
But yeah, good interception. Rod of Discord stepping in front of that. They're built for war, holding on to the disc, keeping a ton of pressure. Great save there by, was that Archangel? I think it might have been Archangel. One of them. They're all spreading around the saves this game as they've needed to, as pressure has been kept quite well here for Built for War. As they've had the passes, but they haven't quite been able to finish. This, though, pass across the shield, and God's gonna put that one away, finally breaking through that barrier, getting their second goal of the game, and taking the lead that they, surprised they don't have already with how much they've controlled the disc this round so far. And
just so you're aware, it's pronounced Archangel. Angel. The G is a soft G. And this he's a buddy of mine. And he goes Archangel. As Flobo's gonna hit that, and it's up to you to determine whether or not that is a real story. Oh, Archangel. Although Mark Angle is from Pittsburgh.
Archangel. Well, we'll pronounce it differently each time, and he'll be happy at least once, right? As coming out the gate, Rod of Discord gets the initial pass. Good defensive stack there is to get to the disc. Isn't quite quick enough, though, as Built for War is still going to have time to set it up. Lots of room to make their passes. They've got lots of open men. The defense, while covering zones, isn't really picking up a man that well. Good stun on defense, though, to prevent the shot, but the clears. Number of clears intercepted now by Rod of Discord, sitting there at the back line, as Pegasus just really struggling to get things set up. They get the clear, but do they have the stack down? They do have the stack, and with a nice, easy tap-in is Flobo, who will throw in the dunk. No one near him on defense, and that will give them Pegasus taking the lead now with 6-4. Still a 1-goal difference. Lots of time for things to go back and forth, as we saw in our last game, but doing their part to take the lead and play from a position of advantage.
Yeah, Mac, quick pass there, far side of Chrono Eagle. Though they read that that was a relay that Pegasus was able to read fairly quickly. And disc is loose for way too long. Too many stuns, too many headbutts. The Chrono Eagle will ultimately get it picked off, try to send it out. Not fortunate. J Fighter gets it picked off, now sending this one back in. So out of the reach of everybody, makes its way to the near side wall. Good shield. Not the second time, though, as J Fighter gets it picked up, sent back across, cyanide. Will back it out, I think, wisely in this situation, as they were kind of scrambling there for a moment. So now pulling out Gods. Send in a little miscommunication. Will Korean all the way around, and Rod of Discord will look for the clear. Doesn't quite get it, and it will be scooped by J Fighter. Still, Pegasus still in possession. Opportunity. What?
I could have sworn that was a pass to the backboard, but I'm sure the goalie thought that too, as he kind of reached out for it. Wasn't expecting it to go in, but just like that, dinging off the bar. Perfect little shot there. And just manages to tuck it in for a 5-point lead, the first multiple score lead of the game. As Built for War, now with only 2:45 left, suddenly needs to figure out how they're going to come back from this. Not happening with that is Flobo with the long shot. Oh, nearly gets the weird bank off of the side. Not quite able to get to fault, but they will get it reset back. As Cyanide gonna hold on to the disc, take his time. I mean, you've got the time to work with. They've got the 5-point lead. Might as well make Pegasus come all the way out to them. Big save there Big save there, kind of low-key out of nowhere as the long bounce suddenly posed a threat. And good clear, as in comes the stack, they get the stun. Rod of Discord with the disc to see if they can move this in before the D gets back. Pass, not quite able to connect with his teammate there, but they still hold possession, have it on shoulder. Makes a move. Oh, what a save by J-Fighter, and a great clear all the way down.
Yeah, that one is cleared all the way down. Looks like defense probably there first, so it's going to be contested immediately. Send out their Chrono Eagle. Oh, hits the ridge. You hate those, but that one's going to keep it in the zone. Good boost there, Mac. Although he gives it right away to Flobo. Flobo sending it across Cyanide. Cyanide wants to bring it in, looking for a cut. Does not have one. He brings it all the way. That's going to be a 7-point lead to Pegasus with, what, about a minute to go, I believe.
Yeah, minute and a half. Definitely enough that I think Pegasus could pretty safely count this one in the bag for them, barring some kind of miracle here. But yeah, great little play. Like, he was looking for a pass option. You could see it all the way through. Like, he was playing it heads up, but at the end of the day, didn't have the options and was in the position to just make one move and have a good chance at the goal. So, by all means, you take those when you have them, and that's why you practice those jukes, so you're ready for the moment when the time comes. Long 3 attempt from Rod of Discord, not quite gonna fall. Good attempt, but he is still able to grab the disc back up, got some time, and trying to look, if you're built for war right now, you're looking to try and guess, you know, at least one more to take some momentum into the second round.
Now, gods of the setup there to Mac. Oh, what? Flobo, a headbutt stop. What? I didn't see. It was Flobo who got the clear, not the stop. The stop with the shot. That was gonna go just. J-Fighter had a great headbutt save, and then is going to get that one in for the 2. So yeah, J-Fighter got the headbutt save. Disc is floating slowly towards the goal. Flobo gets there, grabs it before it goes in, sends it out. J-Fighter gets in there, puts it in for the 2. That's a 9-point lead, and that will, well, the ice was a while ago, but that will for sure make Pegasus, give Pegasus the first round. As you count down the final 5 seconds to send down there into the trap. Looking for one more shot with Pegasus Minot. That'll be it for round 1, 13-4. What a performance from Pegasus.
Yeah, wow, it's been and it's not just a single man effort. It's been a good all-around team effort by Pegasus here. Nearly all of their players getting onto the board with I think the only exception being our Archangel. however you say we pronounce that one.
It's Archangel.
Yeah, Archangel. There we go. I'll try to remember that. It's Archangel, very French. But yeah, the only one on the board just because he's playing that reset position on the offensive side. Everyone else getting on the board, and especially on the defensive zone, making those big saves. Like, the shot attempts have been about the same both ways. The one difference being those 6 saves by Pegasus.
Yeah, and also, for anyone looking for Pegasus insurance, because most of us know that Pegasus can be Pegasi, can run rampage around neighborhoods periodically. Call me after the show. I'll hook you up. I know a guy. It's a great rates on Pegasus insurance. But yeah, fantastic performance there from Pegasus in the first round. 6-5-2 are the numbers on the board. That's a point score. Flobo, J-Fighter, and Cyanide. As Cyanide with 3 assists, of course, he is the type. As yes, Retep says, use code Retep for 1% off Pegasus insurance today. As Mac headbutt there, first touch once again. The Built for War. Built for War has gotten the first touch on both of those, but Pegasus will get it flung into the zone, and Built for War gets there first instead.
Yeah, Pegasus down to only 3 men to 3 players. It looks like they had a disconnect. Let's see if Built for War can kind of take advantage of that. They've got lots of time moving in, and Chrono Eagle is gonna take the nice easy 2, and as expected, we're probably gonna see a pause here. But hey, you take advantage of those when they happen. Built for War gets themselves a nice easy 2 and has a lead. Now they just need to hold that lead. You can hold a 2-0 lead for 9.5 minutes, right?
Indeed. Do we have a dropout? We did have a dropout. Flobo's already back, so we should get back in here soon. And this is our Pegasus here in the second round. Sputnik, do you get it? Are you getting the reference? Yeah, that's my reference. Is that sketch? That's what it makes me think of. I love that. It's a funny sketch.
Oh, I feel like I'm missing out.
Love me some Key and Peele. I'll send you a link after we're done. Presuming I remember.
Well,
yeah,
as long as we keep the Pegasus bit going the whole round, I can't see why we'd forget it.
Why would we do that?
Oh.
Just messing. Sorry.
Comedy comes in threes. Well, we're going to end the stream with a crazy callback. They'll forget that the bit was there, and then we come back and we close it all off. Match ends. Hilarious callback, and everyone clapped.
You know who we have? You know who we're going to be ending off here with? Chat. No, chat. Do you know the final game of the stream? Who we're going to be going to after this one? In fact, it'll be Redshift versus Ethereal. Sorry, Wonder Team, man. Should have given you a moment to laud that one over the audience there. But no, don't go anywhere. Hang out through watch this whole game and then hang out for the next one because that's gonna be hot. That one's gonna be gnarly. It's J Fighter handles this one on the far side. We got 1 minute off the clock here in the second round. Down to the floor in the hands of Flo. Bow shot off of the post, out of the bubble. Will make its way to the far side wall. Cyanide with the pickup. Nice reset there to Archangel. Cyanide bringing it back up over to Flobo. They know what they're doing. I do not.
Well, they've got their time. They've always have a man open. They've got lots of chances here. Oh, a good little pass back. Not quite able to finish though. Good save. Good save on the Built for War side. And another good one coming across to bump that away at the last second. As some good defense here from Built for War, getting those saves that we didn't see them getting in the first round. Let's see if they can pull it again. Nope, this one's going in. J Fighter gets the 2, ties up the game. You can only hold out for so long if you can't clear the disc or get a hold of it for an extended period of time.
So there you go. That is a good tying goal there. They had several opportunities. They had a couple that were really should have been goals. But Mac, it wasn't for lack of trying. It wasn't for lack of execution. It was Mac in the goal stopping them. Although that's going to be a big turnover there. J Fighter turning it around. Is that going to be on? No, it's going to be off the barrier. I got somebody excited. It's over there on the far side. Flobo with it. Inverts. And lost the disc for a moment, but we don't have to talk about that. Archangel taking a shot. Another stop there. Again, it's Mac. 5, 2, 4. How many saves do you have? 2. He had no saves registered in the first round, and then in the last 30 seconds, last minute, he gets 2 really gnarly saves. Then went for that long shot. There goes wide, and then hits that one. Mac, 5, 2, 4 has entered the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Mac putting the team on his back this round. The defense there has been a little lacking. There's been lots of open passes. Pegasus really having their pick of where they want to put the disc. But Mac just stopping them left, right, and center. And then, just for good measure, deciding to follow it up with a nice little 3 of his own. As Built for War, maybe looking to take advantage of this with a low momentum. They've got the disc. It's behind the goal. Mac making the nice pass, getting on the score sheet again. As look at that, a 7-2 lead. A great bounce back after that first round. Yeah,
this is first round went very much in favor of Pegasus. 7. I don't remember I actually don't recall the score exactly. I should know it, but I'm bad at my job. Now 7-2, currently in favor of Built for War. Curious to see if Pegasus has an answer. As Flobo is going to send that one up, and that chain is just going to pick it off. That was to nobody in particular. That was just a clear to empty space. It was a giveaway. Oh no. J Fighter gets it picked off. That's going to be flat bounce off the back wall. There's a dangerous Leech moves in. Big pick off. Flobo takes the shot. Ooh, hooks it down to the floor. Still loose though. The bubble. Flobo gets it back. Gods with the pick off. Trying to send that one out. Gets caught in the far side trap, and it will be in the hands of the backliner. No. Disc is still loose there on the back line. Archangel gets there first. Sends this one up. Trying to get it to Cyanide. Is able to get there. Bring it in. Oh, wow. What a setup, what a setup, what an execution. Cyanide brings his team back within 3.
Yeah, Pegasus with a great flurry of chances there. coming from all angles as Built for War really seemed back on their heels for a little bit there, as they couldn't quite get a handle on it, couldn't quite pick up the coverage, and tic-tac-toe, it's a quick goal for Pegasus as they are doing what they need to do to get back into this game. It's now just a 1-score difference, and Built for War recognizing it as Mac is gonna just take his time, run off as much of the clock as he can, but not quite able to get to it. They get their stack together and get back to it good before Pegasus can beat them to it. It looks like they've got all the time in the world, so let's see what they do here. Is they've got a stack. They're gonna send it all the way through, halfway through. Gets up to the middle and will be slapped the last couple feet to the other side. Not quite enough to get set up though, as the disc is gonna bounce around in the middle there. We'll just have a moment here, let them figure out who's gonna get the disc, and it does look like it's gonna be Built for War. So they move in, looks hit man on the ceiling, not quite gonna get it there though.
And I also just noticed Nate Appleton yelling at me in the chat from a little bit, not too long ago, but a little bit ago. Nate, I was a drummer first, man. I'm speaking from experience, as Chrono Eagle going to handle this one, sending it up to the teammate. That is Mac taking a shot, but Jay Fighter with a stop, although it may have been off the post. Jay sending this one out, does get it by that back line. They have a chain together stack. Is moving out. It's going to be a proper stack race. Blue will get there first. As that's interesting. As Pegasus had a 3-man stack that had a lead in that race, and then somehow Built for War got there first. Oh, this one's loose for quite the minute. Built for War now looking at a 4v2. Is that back stack from Pegasus is taking a little while to get back into the play. Although now disc is loose here on the far side sideline, looking to pick it up, does, and it will be Pegasus in possession again.
Yeah, we've been seeing the stacks from both teams have been looking much better in this round than they did in the first, as both teams are able to get to follow up those clears, as we got a few moves coming in. It's wow. Oh, and he'll get the bounce off the backboard. First one doesn't go in. We'll give it a try on the second one as Jay Fighter.
Good.
He's gonna bring this to within 1 point. 3 minutes left. Didn't see this coming with that opening Built for Warhead, as Pegasus really wants to take this in 2 and keep us on schedule.
And I was going to point out, it looks like Flobo was trying to steal the goal from his teammate. Had stunned out the goalie and then reached for it. Was definitely reaching for it. I believe it was a 2 anyway, so it would have been it would have just been funny. As Max sends that one in for a 2, they're going to go back up by 3, and certainly something I've done to my teammates. It's always fun, as long as it's not detrimental to the ultimate outcome of the game.
Yeah, as long as you're not blocking the 3, you're probably going to be all right. Not get your teammates too mad at you, but you're definitely you got to be careful. I do love a good goal steal. It's great. It's a good laugh, and it's good for those bragging points at the end of the game, because everyone's looking at the scoreboard. Even if you're the guy who's getting the assists and the saves, you still like having those points. It's a good cross here to Mac. Oh, not quite able to get in, as it's a good stun, good defensive play. And Pegasus able to slap it out, not all the way out there. God's got the disc, but he runs into pretty much the entire Pegasus team, as Pegasus is going to clear it all the way out there. The first there with their stack, looking to maybe the 3 to take the lead. Oh, no, nearly gets there, but guess who? It's Mac getting back again and saving it, keeping them with a 3-point lead.
And now send across there. They almost tied it up with that shot there. And this one now, because it was Mac again, but now big stun there. Jay Fighter gets it in for the 2. Once again, they're back within 1. Less than 2 minutes to go here of that goal. Pegasus looking to make this a 2-round game.
We're in for a very fun finish. This has been a very entertaining. Like early on, we was concerned. Like after the first round, which was a pretty substantial score difference, this has been a great back and forth game with Built for War holding on to that lead, trying to force a round 3 here. As Chrono Eagle going to take it, looking for his teammate down the sideline, not quite going to make it, and that's going to be a turnover. Change of possession. Speak of the devil, back the other way as Built for War is going to grab it. Now Pegasus, not quite able to get that clear though, and they got to get it clear soon. We've got a minute left, and they are still down by 1. That 1-point lead is going to be big in how these teams play the last minute.
It is indeed. It's a 1-point game. If Built for War, that's the team on blue, if they win this round, we're going to round 3. If Pegasus can get a goal here in the last minute, it will probably end in 2, as that's a big stop there. The bubble cyanide, look for the send-up. It gives it away to Mac again on the back line. Max sending out one in. We'll careen around. Looks like Chrono Eagle will get there first, although disrupted by Flobo. Flobo with the slap, just slapping it away. They've got to get control of this disc. They can't just keep giving it back to Blue. They have to get control. Oh, no. Chrono Eagle set up. We got the goal. There it is. That right there will be the, the likely ice. We're only got about 4 seconds on the clock. This should be the end of round 2, although, yeah, 4.5 seconds. Yeah, it's impossible. I'm unwilling to say it's impossible.
Well, we can go improbable, implausible.
Highly improbable.
Yeah.
There you go.
Not quite. All right. Well, we get around 3.
Without a headbutt, that's impossible. You would need a headbutt in that situation. It would have to be right on the money. And actually, I'm not. Can you do it in 4 seconds? I'm not sure.
What's our world record here for the fastest goal? I mean,
the fastest goal is like 3 seconds. Yeah. But see, the difference is if the disc starts on the other team's side, you don't have to worry about getting the disc to the other side. So that's why you could there's definitely a 3-second goal, but it's from the disc starting on the other side. So the record we want is the record. See, Rox is saying theoretically yes, but like no. I like the phrasing there. Yeah, so it's one of those. Yeah, your headbutt would have to be literally like right down mail slot, I think, to make that in 4 seconds.
Rox Titan, you want to run the numbers for us and
what is the max theoretical disc speed off of a headbutt? I don't even know. I actually have no idea. What is? I mean, how do you calculate disc speed? Well, we're not going to start. That's a whole area. So we're 2 rounds in the books. Shout out to. Is that Redshift and Ethereal if you're watching. Once again, just a reminder, if you cannot wait for the end of this game, you can start. We will join in progress as we do have that link already. So don't worry about that. So we are going to get started here in round 3. Pegasus versus Built for War. And the way I wrote this, I keep saying Built for Hire, but no, it's not. It's Built for War. And once again, first touch Built for War. Instead of a headbutt, they send that one in, but it will turn over again. J-Fighter sending that one back to bed.
Yeah, Matt getting out to the disc first there, decided not to go for the headbutt, but not quite able to line up the pass, though. Incoming on an nearly open break, but a good defensive play getting back. Didn't think he was going to get back to that one in time. But hey, I'm fine, happy proven wrong. A great defensive play. And now you've got a stack here at an open goal. The shot, not quite in time. Gods making a good play to cut off that angle.
All right. All right, the hypothetical max disc speed as Chrono Eagle will get the first goal here of round 3 from a headbutt, given the limitations in front of us. Like, we're not talking the hypothetical, like if you're out in infinite space. I'm saying, like, how fast do you think you could do it from the tube to nest, to goalie position? Or excuse me, to quarterback position. That's what I mean when I talk about that hypothetical speed cap, because there is a hypothetical limit there. It's just a matter of the factors.
The question is, how many regrabs can you get in before you hit that point on nest? Oof. As Rod of Discord, as Built for War.
Well, even then, it's not necessarily number of regrabs, because then that comes down to average pull speed. And if you're going quickly, are you still getting the same pull speed? There's a whole discussion there. Rox is positing 40 to 50 meters a second.
All right, now how many meters long is the arena?
Interesting. 80, right about 80. Well, from tube to tube, I believe it's 80. From goal to goal, I think it's 75. I think there's 2.5 meters behind the goal, between the goal and the wall, something like that.
Well, okay, so if it's going at 75 meters, if you've got 75 meters to cover, and you've got what? Where we're suggesting like 40, 50-ish meters per second max speed, you could theoretically get like a 2-second goal off of a headbutt straight point to point.
That's presuming you got perfect regrabs, a perfect headbutt, perfect everything, perfect walk shot off the post, perfect everything. Yeah, that would be. Well, then you've also got that's after contact with the disc. You also have the 1 to 2 seconds to get to the disc. So I think we ultimately are looking at 3 to 4 seconds. Hypothetical.
I don't know if it's 1-2 seconds to get to the disc, because if you're timing it perfectly, so you're hitting the edge of the tunnel, like the time to move from tunnel
Where's Anomaly? Where's Anomaly? I know you guys have timed it. How long does it take to get to the disc?
Tunnel to nest is tunnel to nest. That is such a small time if you're moving that fast. That's got to be like under a quarter of a second, I gotta say.
Uh-oh. Ooh, gets it right back and then pocket picked. Rod of Discord.
Thought he had all the time in the world.
And he did not, in fact, as Rod gets there again. Sends it through that near side too. 3 minutes off the clock. 4-point lead to Built for War. As Chrono sends that one slowly, but it gets picked off by Gods, who is uncontested. Puts it in. They have a 6-point lead here in the third round.
Oh, Bill? Well, Build for War just what is this team? This is not the team we saw in round 1. They started picking it up together through round 2, and now they've got a clean sheet, and we're approaching what 4 minutes almost all the way in, and they've seized control of this one, and Pegasus has to do something quick to kind of stem the bleeding at this point. Not happening there. As a good stack, Gods is gonna get it with his stack.
Oh,
and there's the long 3. Mac, classic Mac.
This game is taking quite the turn as round 1 was all Pegasus as we get another timeout here. Oof. Yeah, round 1 was all Pegasus. Round 2 was much closer. Round 3, Built for War is just dominating here, up 9-0. Baby True saying Corrosion's best time from their side to enemy side nest is like 1.23 seconds. Now, is that from go? Or are you measuring from tube exit to the enemy? Like, you know what I mean? We need this. We need the specifics.
But go and tube exit would be the same because you're timing it perfectly, so you're exiting the tube as go happens.
You know, as when we're talking about the theoretical, you're right. Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. So it would be tube exit. That makes sense. Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. So tube exit, it's a reasonable number. Yeah, 1.23. YOLO is doubting it. But if they're backwards regrabbing, I fully 100% believe it. If we're talking about tube exit. If it was from start to there, I would be dubious on the number. But from tube exit, if they're backwards regrabbing, I think it's totally possible. Now, what you're likely comparing it to is neutral joust numbers. Now, neutral joust numbers, you have to be, you're starting in tube 2 or 3, and you're going to that central point. You know what I mean? Like you're aiming for a very specific spot. However, if you're just looking for your fastest possible time, you're leaving out of tube 1. You don't have to worry about all the same stuff. You have a straight line. You don't have to worry about geo. You don't have to worry about nothing. You have to worry about accuracy.
Well, yeah, you got to worry about the accuracy because you need that shot to go perfectly.
Well, no. I'm just talking about if all you're doing is measuring your time from tube exit to enemy nest, you don't have to worry about that accuracy. You just need to get there.
Yeah,
and if they're backwards regrabbing 1.2, that's what I'm saying. 1.23. If they were going for fastest time, 1.23 is in my mind a reasonable number, given that they likely weren't being accurate. If that makes sense.
Yeah, perfect sense. All right. So there's a game here.
There is.
I've been told. I mean, we had a good lengthy timeout. We're gonna see if Pegasus has managed to pull themselves together. So far, no quick points for Build for War, which I'm sure has them excited. But we're hitting the halfway point of the game, and they still haven't really grabbed control of the disc yet to really set anything up. As Build for War, gonna hold the disc? Not gonna hold the disc.
I'm also gonna address this little criticism. We did go back to the game before the timeout, and then we went back to the discussion during the timeout. So we did not forget about the game. The game took a timeout during the discussion, so the discussion was able to go on longer.
The game took a timeout.
Ooh, we did get a substitution here. Spike 1916 has joined the game here, in for one of the original Pegasus players.
Interesting, and is on the board already. I was gonna say the game took a pause for our discussion, so our discussion could happen. Very considerate. We absolutely appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching the stream as you're playing. It's great to see. Encourage everyone to do the same.
Now, Rod of Discord, after the first goal there from Pegasus 4 minutes ago here, sets. Oh no. Goalie, so defender comes out to challenge the player. Goalie goes to try to intercept that pass, isn't able to. That gives Mac all the space to put his team up by 9.
Man, Mac just Max having a day to remember. I'm sure Max pretty happy that this game's being cast because he's gonna be sharing this one with friends and family and enemies and whoever he can get to click on that link because he's got 10 points now, 4 assists, 3 saves. It's been quite the effort that he's been putting up, especially in round 2, just keeping his team in it that whole round. Long pass down there would have been a good shot, would have been a good attempt on goal. Had been able to corral it, but not quite able to. Cyanide, though, able to pick it up down behind the goal. Moving in. Nope. Gods says nope. Takes that away and gets a great clear all the way down. Oh. Almost in. But that's okay. Mac will grab another 2 points.
Yeah, there you go. That'll put him up by 11. Rang is saying, if you have disc, I don't think you can score faster than 3 without hitting the most immaculate. I mean, that's basically, I'll finish the statement, without hitting the most immaculate headbutt there's ever been. And you're absolutely right. I mean, that's basically kind of what we were positing by the end there, was that in order to do it within 3 or 4 seconds, or 2 to 4 seconds even, that headbutt would have to be literally right down mail slot from Nest. And you'd have to be going at like max theoretical speed at that point. But nice setup here. Cyanide, look at that. One more pass. J Fighter's going to get it in. They're back within 9.
Beautiful little tic-tac-toe play there. From post to shield. Defense was caught moving just from just following the disc and couldn't follow it in quick enough. As a good little setup there gets them on the board.
I've got now CD dash. Now we're starting an argument because that headbutt off of neutral joust, right? The headbutt from neutral joust cannot go directly in the goal. It has to take at least one bounce, but it usually takes at least 2, which means it's not at the same velocity, which means it takes a little bit longer than if it was direct. And that, the fastest we've ever seen in that regard is about 3 seconds, I'm pretty sure, is Gods. Put his team up by 11. Built for War is running away with this one.
Can't you go straight down the middle through the mail slot? Don't we have that angle? Oh, it is.
We'll make it. I mean, the difference here is that you could theoretically get a careening, like a glancing bounce off of the wall at mid, the ceiling at mid there, which wouldn't be nearly as velocity shattering as taking the 2 bounces to get in from center.
Wouldn't be velocity shattering, but it would add a lot of distance travel to that you need to factor in, because you're adding in probably another like
at those speeds. Is that not arbitrary? I mean, we're not talking. Anyways, 1 minute left in this game. 11-point difference. It's a minimum of 4 goals, 3 resets. 1 minute is the point of no return, unless they score literally right now. But this round, as we hit that 1 minute mark of point of no return, built for War, we'll be taking round 3. They will be taking the game in 3, 2-1 over Pegasus. They did. If you're curious, they did pick up their Pegasus insurance after that first round. As Chrono Eagle looking to do something with it. Mac, though, another stop, sends it up, but in the hands there of Archangel. And now sends this one in. And around, J-Fighter gets there. 30 seconds on the clock. We're looking to close this one out. 1 more goal we'll probably do, though. That's going to be slap. Is that going to be it? No, that's going to go quite wide. But a good clear out there by Built for War.
With enough bounces, anything can go in. But it doesn't look like that one's going to be. It was a good little setup in the middle, but I'm pretty sure Built for War just happy to kind of sit, watch that one drift slowly, gracefully down into Pegasus's end, and just kind of, you know, do a little celebration back on their end as the clock ticks down on Pegasus. We got 3, 2, 1, and that's gonna do it.
All right, with that, we will take you to the scoreboard there. Built for War will win into 15-4 in round 3 over Pegasus, but we have another game to get to. These teams have been waiting very kindly for us, so we're not going to lollygag. We're going to move right on in to Redshift versus Ethereal, and we'll be back in just a moment, so don't go anywhere. And welcome back, everybody, to our marquee matchup of the evening, Ethereal versus Redshift. Once again, I'm on SirDimwi. Once again, joined by Offbeat. And once again, I'm not going to forget Wonder T-Man on the cameras. What's up, everybody? All the folks in chat, all 86 of you. You know what I've noticed, Offbeat, over the last few weeks? Over the last 2 weeks, in fact, as we're leading into the latter half of this second week here. You know, viewership numbers in week 1 were pretty good, but they're always good in week 1. Where we really start paying attention, week 2, week 3, the leading into the season, especially once you get like halfway through, right?
Yeah.
Viewership numbers in week 2 have been really good.
Yeah.
Especially on channel 1 here. We've been hitting 100 regularly, which means we might actually be able to make partner this season, guys. How exciting would that be?
That is exactly what we're all about and what we're looking for and what we're working for here. So it's thanks to all of you. There's a lot of guys, a lot of people behind the scenes working here on this to produce this and bring this to you, and we're glad that you're loving it, glad that you're sharing it, and glad that the sport's growing. Imagine
we make partner in season 5 and break the 1,000 live viewer ceiling for finals. Folks, that's on you. You've got to show up. That's the only way that happens. If you are here, I'm talking to you. You're wondering, oh, he's talking to everybody else. I'm talking to you. We need all of you. All of you. We need your support to make these things happen, to achieve these amazing goals. As we get started here in this first round of Ethereal with first possession, some nice disc movement, some really aggressive defense. Although they have been, Ethereal is able to maintain possession here. This is some really good passing. We're seeing right out the gate here.
Yeah, lots of disc movement, keeping it moving quick, not holding onto it for too long, always finding a man open, though not quite able to get into a scoring position, though, as Redshift is gonna move in real quick, grab the disc, open up top, not quite gonna be able to finish before the defense gets back, though. Good recovery, way to get back, and it is going to be Ethereal. No, not quite able to get to it, as it's going to be picked up by Redshift with time on the Pac-Man. Going to reset it back, take their time, and now it's time for Redshift to set up in the offensive zone. Got a man underneath the net, moving in. Oh! Goes for the dunk. Disc just blinking through the hands of CJson, and that's our first points of the game, as Redshift going to take the early lead in this one.
Dunk meta is alive and well here in Ethereal versus Redshift. Redshift going to get that first goal. That one from... that was Citizen who brought that one in. Although it was CJson who incidentally got credit. CJson I met at that recent LAN event, as well as Zux and Caesar. Caesar, now known as the Showstopper. Caesar with it there on the far side. Recently, Caesar earning that nickname after hitting the what's known as where Caesar, the Showstopper himself. As I'm talking about him, his ears are ringing. Just the other week, was the first person to hit the impossible shot in competitive. If you're curious about what that is, we'll explain it some point somewhere. You know, maybe I should make a video about that. Anyways, Ethereal with possession.
Yeah, I mean, after making the impossible shot, there's no way he's going to miss that one. Nice, easy open 3 from the side, and he's a seasoned pro. He'll pick that one up pretty consistently. Good bounce shot coming right back the other way, though, is going to be Ethereal. KFC making a nice little move to get that bank off the backboard, and that's what you need right now. Don't want to let it spiral too far out of control, and they've closed it to a 1-goal game, as now our Redshift gonna take the disc back and play with a 3-point lead. Let's see how they choose to play this, if they're gonna go quick or if they're gonna take their time and play with that lead. A good quick slap pass as they move down. It's a 2-on-1. Stack coming back, makes a good back and forth pass. Ooh. We're dunking again. It's Citizen with the Caesar assist. Great disc movement by Redshift all the way down. Bang, boom, 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 all the way down the field. Quick goal, calculated.
Yeah, so Citizen gets another one in off of a dunk there. Also, Sputnik, I would quote you about your seasoning reference, but Powder will just get upset with me for doing another KFC button because they keep stealing them from him. Single shot, sending that one in. Look for Cry. Will be Steel Scott over getting there instead. Slapping that one out. Caesar with it on the near side wall. Caesar sending it out, but it hits the stacks there. Zux, though, collects. Slaps it there to the far side. I believe it was Zux. It was. Oh, to mid in the valley here. Picked up by Citizen. They've got an open goal right now. Oh, no. Steel Skydiver hitting his head off the floor is not able to recover that disc as it will be turned over here by Ethereal, sending it through mid now.
Yeah, Ethereal getting time to set up. They've got a few options. Oh, not quite able to connect on that pass to the ceiling. And it's going to be picked up by Steel Skydiver, who's going to get a good pass to Caesar. And they're going to do their thing. A couple quick passes, moving all the way down, looking for that mail slot shot. Not quite going to get there as it's going to hit Nest. But Citizen going to pick it up, going to get a good bounce pass across to his teammate. And it's Redshift moving in with a good back and forth passes. Citizen underneath, making a move, taking the shot. What a move by Citizen. Juking the defender right out of his pants. Taking that in and extending the lead to 7 points now, 9-2.
So yeah, I think Ethereum might want to take a timeout right quick. So Single Shot can make an appointment with his doctor so he can get the ankle replacement surgery after that one, because he has lost his. They are shattered all over the floor after what Citizen just did to him. As this one gets sent in here, KFC stunned out. Disc is making its way down the floor. Steel Scott up with a turnover. As this one turned around, see Jason turning it back. There is nothing disrespectful about commenting on the fact that somebody just got totally knocked over. Look, it's gonna happen to everybody. That's a locked shot. It's gonna happen to everybody. You're gonna have to get used to dealing with the call. Caesar hits it for the 3. Excuse me, for the 2. And they're gonna go up by 9.
Yeah. The Ethereal has been struggling to get those passes to connect right now. They're getting it down. They've got what looks like time in the offensive zone. There's always just the one pass or something that's just slightly off, and it's all falling apart. There's a good read there, stealing it through the tunnel off of the Joust. Not quite able to finish as it bounces off a shield, but a great opportunity there to really put another nail in the coffin. Not quite able to capitalize as here comes Ethereal with some good passes. Oh! Shot goes dings off the post and is slapped away by the keeper as they'll dodge the immediate threat and will get a clear all the way out now. See who can get down to it first with their stacks. It's gonna be Redshift, not quite able to finish, gets the bounce, still not quite able to get there. And this is gonna bounce around loose a little bit. Who's gonna get it first? It's gonna be Ethereal. They've got a stack, but they're gonna take their time, get things figured out, and clear it down.
Unfortunately, the stack breaks up immediately, so that clear turns into another turnover there. As yeah, Ethereal looking a little shaky at the moment. They just really just need to clean up some of this the passes and execution. Nice grab there by C. Jason, sending that one out. And this is a full clear, though. I see the blue stack is in the area first. It's there's a bit of a scrambled slap there from Citizen. It will ultimately lead to a turnover here. KFC bringing it in. Ducks one, hits it for the 2. Nice shot there. Finally gets another one on the board for Ethereal. They're back within 7 here, and maybe the goal they needed to break that scoring drought.
Yeah, is it too cheesy on my first cast to start throwing out the phrase "finger licking good" for a shot, or is that just way
only if you want Palador to yell at you?
Well, first impressions are great. This will probably be Palador's first experience seeing me cast if he watches this back. So, you know, we'll get off on the right foot by stealing some of his puns. Why not? As Ethereal getting a good clear all the way down, possibly looking for that shot, but Redshift is back in goal to pick it up. Not quite able to get the clear he wants, though. We got a one-on-one. Stack, was coming, but was disrupted. He had more time than he thought he did. He went to reset it back instead too early, and possession lost there. As here comes Redshift the other way. Lots of time. 3-on-1. Pass underneath. And the dunk by Caesar. 13-4 lead.
And apologies to Q's on. Apparently, Nightbot does not like links in the VRML chat. Though I did see the link, and I will be watching that afterwards, so I know I'm 90% certain I know what you linked. But also, shout out Viridis Media. In fact, shout out Gilligan, but also Viridis Media for 5 gifted Tier 1 subs. Thank you so much. And if you have not subscribed to if you've not followed, rather, Viridis Media, as KFC hits that one for the 2, bring this team back within 7, an important goal. Go follow Viridis Media. They stream stuff literally every night. In fact, they're going to be live here right after this, actually, with some fun stuff. We might just Might just have a raid if this game goes long enough. Presuming they're live when we're going out. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. As that one's gonna be loose on the far side.
Yeah, KFC putting the team on his back right now with all 6 of the points. Cross, here's KFC again. Is he gonna finish it again? No, not quite. They were going for the stun on the goalie there. Weren't quite able to make it though, so he had to aim the shot with a little more finesse than he might have wanted to. Wasn't quite able to get to fall, but they keep possession as it's coming in here. Pass across to KFC, making a juke underneath. And that's his 8th point of the game. 8 points for the team. And suddenly we got a 5-point game.
We do indeed. Ethereal have found their stride and are now starting to answer some of Redshift's earlier offensive drives there. Also notable, all 8 of these points are KFC. KFC with 8 on the board, 2 assists, a single shot, 1 to C. Jason.
It's funny watching it because KFC he's clearly not hogging the disc or trying to take all the shots. Everyone just seems to really want to get him the disc. And you see a guy's on fire and you feed him the rock, right? Unfortunately, it's not quite going to be enough. We're running out of time here. 5 points left. Theoretically possible, maybe. But I think we're going to pass that threshold right about now. As I think we can safely say that Redshift is going to be able to take round 1. But Ethereal, with all the momentum right now, riding on the back of KFC, and so they've definitely got some. There's an upside. There's a silver lining to the performance here going into round 2, as the shot goes through right after the buzzer.
So you go, 5-point victory here to Redshift in round 1, 13-8. And it's notable step. Looking at the stats, it's fairly even. Only a 30-second differential there in possession time in favor of Ethereal. Only a 1-shot differential in shots taken, 8-7 in favor of Redshift. Assists 4-3 in favor of basically even. And that's after Redshift kind of controlled the first half of that round. I mean, that shows you Ethereal, when they started kicking back up, even when they weren't scoring, Ethereal was operating. They were getting their stats on. They were getting possession time. They were getting passes out. They just weren't scoring for a while there, and then they started scoring. You see the stats work out; they're about even. So I'm kind of expecting a 3-round game here. To be quite honest, unless just one team really takes over after this first round.
Yeah, like there was no big change in how Ethereal was playing their game, right? They had the same game plan, they kept it, they stuck to it, because early on they were missing some of those passes, weren't connecting, there was a little bit of a disassociation between the team members, but that came together as the round progressed. They started to click more, those passes were happening, and so now they could take that possession time that they'd had all the way through the first half of the round and actually start turning it into points. And when they did, it's been working really well for them. Let's see if they can carry that into round 2 as we do our countdown into the second round. Ethereal looking to stretch this into a 3-round game as they don't get to the disc first, as we got a slow stack moving in here from Redshift.
Yeah, Citizen within now sending it across Zucks. They've got all 4 on the bubble. We missing an orange right now. Yeah, out of the play was KFC. Yes, Caesar will bring that one in. That was a nice 4v3 there for Redshift to start the second round and take a 2-point lead.
Yeah, it looked like a good initial save, but couldn't handle the pressure. There was a lot of Redshift players all over him and couldn't get rid of the disc quickly enough. And yeah, that 2-point lead really early on is possibly setting the tone here, as the disc is lost initially off of the joust. Fortunately, they avoid a really catastrophic counterattack. But here it comes now as a great pass, an opening. Caesar, good little tic-tac-toe play there. Taking advantage as soon as they got that disc, they were ready to counterattack.
I don't know, Wonder, did you? I watched the replay. I don't know if you did. You had a great angle on what Citizen did there in the trap to get away from that defender. That is how important it is to anchor. You see, he did not float away from that player. He crawled away. He crawled around to get away from that player. It's faster than moving through space. Oh, no. Oh, no, Citizen. I am talking about him a lot this game. That's 7 points for him, 2 assists now. Wow. I just unbelievable performance. They're up by 7 now.
Yeah, definitely putting out a statement here. They clearly had a bit of a talk in the 1 minute, and they decided we are not going to let Ethereal get back into this game at all. And they have come out with a statement of an opening minute and a half here, as they have just been all over Ethereal zone this round. Is Ethereal with the disc looking to make a play back. KFC making the moves, juking around, and will reset it back as they take their time setting up, trying to cool the game down and see if they can get themselves on the board and break this early shutout. As the pass underneath boot, looking for the cut. There's the cut. No! Good stun in the defensive play, reading that cut, and there to pick it up is the defense as they prevent another goal scoring chance.
Single shot, gonna go for that reset there. See Jason. It's give and go right now. Citizen playing very aggressive, and I don't blame him though. Oh, the space there. Steel Scott over there gets a good save. Sends it out. Citizen with the pick off. Sends it to mid. They get the chain down. That is Caesar looking for a long heave. No, he's gonna send it up to the teammate for the sure points. The showstopper himself has enough awareness and understanding of the game when they're up by 7 to just go for the sure 2. And they get a 9-point lead here. Bravo.
Wow. Statement round. And, like, look at that counterattack. The counterattacks have been incredible from Redshift, particularly this round. You can see as soon as there's even a glimmer of... oh, no. As soon as there's a glimmer of, like, hey, we might have this disc, their teammates are all setting up and are ready for, like, they're planning 3 moves in advance. They know exactly what their teammates are going to do once they get control of the disc. Tick, tack. Oh, not quite going to finish it. They will still hold on to the disc. Looking around, he's got a few pass options on both boots. Lots of chances, but he wants to do it himself. Dings it off the post. Not quite going to get that one to fall.
KFC looking for the clear. They'll get stuck in the trap here. That's why we call it the trap. Zucks with it now. Wanted to take that shot. Did not have the lane. Goes over to Steel. Steel does take the shot. Hits it for the 2. With still over 6 minutes to go here in the second round. Redshift have an 11-point lead. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a pace.
Yeah, no kidding. 11 points. Like, we are on pace for Mercy right now. Still over 6 minutes left to go with an 11-0 lead. It's mainly because of these interceptions off of the joust. There's been a number of jousts that they haven't really been able to line up, and Redshift has just been jumping all over them. As I say that, though, Ethereal coming. Oh, what a save by Steel Skydiver, reading that bounce perfectly and getting it out all the way, and with a couple more slaps and passes, it's all the way out back into the Ethereal zone, where Ethereal will get back to it first and will control the disc.
KFC tries to get that one cleared, but it's into the hands of Caesar. A Citizen across, now it goes up to Steel. Steel will hit Zox. Zox will slam it in for another one. 13-point lead here, 5.5 yet to go. Redshift has not stopped yet. And I mean, we saw Ethereal in the second half of that first round. We saw them come alive. We saw them start scoring. It was a very, relatively speaking, even game. And now just Redshift, something happens in that intermission that gives Redshift just an absolute dominance here in the second round. Now maybe time for Ethereal to start that comeback. No, Steel Skydiver gets him picked off with the bounce from that the frame block. Disc is loose, though, at the edge of the blue bubble. Who's going to get there? Single shot. They have an opportunity, though. All defense in. Oh, the setup there is going to end up out of the bubble again.
And it wasn't setup. It was just a nice complex reset. Here they go again. Moving in. Oh, good save there. Another good save. A number of saves. Steel Skydiver now with 6 saves over the round and a half. Definitely doing his best to hold that shutout. He wants the clean sheet. As here they come again. It's Ethereal trying to move it in. Not quite can get there. KFC gets the block, but is not able to recover the disc, though. As Citizen gonna clear it all the way down, looking for that long 3. Not there. But what does it matter? Steel Skydiver gonna put that away. Nice little reward for all his work back in the goal. And 15-0. Only 5 to go from the Mercy.
Yeah, 15-point lead here, 4 minutes to go. Redshift is making a statement in this game, at least so far. I mean, Ethereal's not out of it yet, at least as far as the points are concerned. But I'd be concerned for the mental game at this point. A single shot sending out one in, it's going to be a little bit off the mark. As I know, my mental game would be fairly stricken at this point. So are they going to get that one? They do. So they finally get that first goal here in the second round, bringing them back within 13. They're still not out of it. 13 points, a minimum of 5 goals. That's what, 4 resets, minute 20. They literally have 2 minutes to at least tie this up. So it's possible, but not easy.
Yeah, we can talk theoretical. How quickly can we score 13 points again? I think chat maybe over that discussion. Long 3 attempt, not quite can get there. Good play by the whole Ethereal team to get back and pick that one up. Zux though with it, passing underneath the goal, finds a teammate. Goalie stunned. Are they going to be able to finish this one? No. Good stun by the defender. As Ethereal takes their time to figure out the best place to bounce it. They don't really have their stacks ready though, so it's just gonna get back to Redshift, who's got all the time in the world. I mean, what else you can do? You got a 13-point lead. You got 3 minutes left. They are absolutely just gonna burn as much of this clock as they can as they move it around. Boot. No, not quite getting in though. KFC getting the good steal and the clear.
That one's all the way down in the bubble. Well, the edge of the bubble. And it will be a single shot with the very far side. Bring it in. Oh, looks for the pass. KFC is not able to play it there. It was just coming out of the stun, it looked like. Or it's KFC now sending it over. That's CJson on the back line. Sending us one up. Still a 13-point lead. Single shot sending us one in. Cry. Ooh, the shot's going to be off the post. And again, another clear. This one all the way through mid. That's a full clear. They got the chain down. That's a good goal. That's a 16-point lead with 2 minutes to go. Oh, no. That might, in fact, that might just be the ice.
I don't think, I think even if we throw theory out the window, I don't think that there's any real way that you can come back from this one. This has been, wow. What a turnaround from how the end of that first round was looking to now. Redshift really taking control of this game. Ethereal kind of falling back into a few of the patterns they had from earlier in the round where they've been missing a few of the passes, not quite being able to capitalize on their scoring chances. That one, though, Pry is going to finish after the first pass went a little wide. In a good position to pick up the rebound. KFC grabs the assist, and it's a 14-point game now, but you got a minute 20 left. Anything here right now is pretty much just going to be for confidence for going into your next game.
Basically, yes. Still a minimum of 5 goals required to get this comeback. That's a minimum of 4 resets, which is a minute 20 in resets alone. So yeah, we are well beyond the point of no return. Redshift will be taking this one into Ethereal. You know, they showed up in the second half of that first round. Thought maybe that was going to be the start of a nice return, a good competitive second round, and then Redshift just came out and dominated in the second round. And I think, I wonder if is it a matter of tape? Is it a matter of a strategy? Because we saw Ethereal start clicking. So it wasn't a matter of finding your balance and all that. They found their balance in the first round. Redshift made some adjustments or just executed so flawlessly in the second round that Ethereal was just not able to make up for it, as we have final 30 seconds, maybe one more goal. There it is. Single shot will end it with that one. 18-6 in the second round. Redshift take it in 2.
Yeah, you got to wonder. I wonder if they put more of an emphasis on focusing on KFC. They get into the between rounds. They know, hey, KFC has scored literally all the points this game. Because if you look at the second round here, we've got 2 goals from single shot, 1 goal from Cry. They've done a pretty good job of shutting down KFC, and it looks like with that, shutting down the rest of Ethereal. As that's it. Redshift's going to take it in 2 rounds.
They take it in 2 indeed. Oh, Steel Scott over 6 save, KFC with 5 though. I wanted to point those out because those are notable save figures there. Quite a few. But Redshift really making a statement in this one, really letting Master Tier know that they are here to play this season. And play indeed. That was a very strong performance. As Viridis in redeeming a read my message says, check out Yerma versus Trash Pandas Sunday night at 10. Buddy, nice try. Nice try, but I'm pretty sure we're doing venues on Sunday. So, although actually I don't know if that's true. I shouldn't say that. Wow. Yeah. Good first cast here on Channel 1.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, this was a good time. I enjoyed it. We broke 100 by the end of it. That's awesome.
Always great.
And yeah, so with that, I guess
it's the offbeat factor. What can I say? I get the views, right?
Indeed, indeed. So yeah, we will go ahead and roll out. This was a good Friday night. We're gonna do is are they live over there yet? They are not. I don't think so. Let me hit this button here. I don't think. Wait, what did I just do? I just did something. I don't know what it is. They are not live, so we're not going to be able to do raid over to Virdis. Unfortunate. They're not ready yet. So head on over there. Just click on Virdis and head on over there. They're going to be live in the next 20 minutes or so. And go hang out with them. They're going to be live literally all night. They're going to be live. They're going to start at like 10 and go till like 1 in the morning or something crazy. So hop on over there. They're going to have a lot of fun. And we're going to go have
We're going to go thank our sponsors.
We have a lot of them. I do not have the list in front of me, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to read through it. But they do. Palador will read through them at the end of the credits. So if you pay attention to that, you'll see our list of sponsors. So
stick around, thank them.
I've been SirDimwi. This is Offbeat. We had one or two men on the cameras. We're going to get out of here. Thank you very much for watching us, for tuning in, for hanging out. We'll see you in the next one.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.